Once upon a time, in a dense and enchanting forest, lived a mischievous parrot named Percy and a cunning wolf named Wilbur. They were an odd pair indeed, for everyone knew that parrots and wolves were supposed to be enemies. However, Percy and Wilbur had formed an unusual friendship that puzzled the other creatures of the forest. Percy the parrot was known far and wide for his sharp wit and knack for mimicry. He could imitate any sound, from the rustling of leaves to the calls of other birds. Wilbur the wolf, on the other hand, was admired for his slyness and hunting prowess. Together, they made quite a formidable team. One day, trouble arrived in the form of a gang of mischievous monkeys who loved to play pranks on the other forest animals. They would swing from the trees, steal food, and make a general nuisance of themselves. The monkeys' leader, a cheeky chimp named Chester, decided it would be great fun to cause discord among the forest inhabitants. Chester whispered in the ears of the other animals. "Did you hear? Percy the parrot and Wilbur the wolf are plotting against us. They're planning to take over the forest." The gossip spread like wildfire through the trees, and soon, mistrust and suspicion clouded the once peaceful forest. The animals began to avoid Percy and Wilbur, casting wary glances whenever they passed by. Percy and Wilbur were puzzled and hurt by this sudden change in attitude. They knew they had done nothing wrong, but they couldn't understand why their friends were turning against them. One evening, as they sat by a tranquil pond deep in the heart of the forest, Percy finally spoke up.
"Wilbur, my friend, do you think it's because we're different?"
Wilbur gazed thoughtfully at the shimmering reflection of the moon on the water. "Perhaps, Percy. But I've come to realize that true friendship doesn't depend on what others think. It's about trust and loyalty." Just then, they heard rustling in the bushes nearby. It was Chester the chimp and his gang of monkeys, snickering among themselves.
"Look, there they are!" whispered Chester to his cronies. But before they could carry out their plan, Percy let out a loud squawk, imitating the call of a fierce eagle. The monkeys, startled and terrified, scattered in all directions, leaving Chester trembling with fear.
Wilbur stepped forward, his eyes glinting with determination.
"Enough, Chester! Your tricks have gone too far. If you want to be a leader, start by earning respect, not fear."
Chester looked ashamed as he realized the harm he had caused with his gossip and lies. Slowly, he nodded in agreement. From that day on, Percy and Wilbur became heroes in the forest. They showed everyone that friendship knows no bounds, not even between a parrot and a wolf. Honesty.
And so, in the heart of the enchanted forest, peace and harmony were restored, thanks to the unlikely friendship of Percy the parrot and Wilbur